Welcome back, language enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the subtle yet significant differences between each and every. Each and every are both used to refer to all members of a group. Both each and every are used with singular nouns and verbs. Let's uncover the nuances together and start with each. Each puts more attention to every individual within a group rather than considering them as a whole. Each indicates two or more items. Here are some examples to illustrate the usage of each. Each student answered the questions differently. Here, we're focusing on the individual actions of each student, highlighting that they answered the questions in their own unique way. Another example, each player has had a personal interview with the manager. In this sentence, each emphasizes the individuality of the player's experiences. It means that every single player, one at a time, had their own personal interview with the manager. The use of each highlights that the interviews were conducted separately for each player. Another example, each worker is responsible for completing their work. We are emphasizing that every worker within the group has a personal obligation to finish their own work. This usage underscores the idea that each person within the group is accountable independently rather than collectively. Another example, each cookie on the plate was eaten, meaning the cookies were eaten separately, not all at once. Another example, each flower in the garden is unique, individually, considering the uniqueness of each flower. Each person has their own preferences, focusing on the individual preferences of each person. We usually use each, not every, to talk about two things or people. For example, she can write with each hand, not with every hand. They hugged each other goodbye, not every other. In these examples, we see that each is used to highlight the individuality or separation of two things or people, while every is not suitable for this context and doesn't convey the intended meaning accurately. Now, let's shift our focus to every. Every is used to refer to all the members of a group of people or objects collectively. When we use every, it means all members of the group considered as a whole. Every indicates three or more items. Here are some examples of how every is used to refer to all members of a group collectively. Every student in the class passed the exam. In this sentence, every indicates that each individual student in the class passed the exam. It emphasizes the entire group of students collectively, implying that there wasn't a single student who did not pass the exam. She visited every country in Europe during her trip. Here, every implies that the person visited each individual country in Europe. It emphasizes the completeness of the person's travels, indicating that they didn't miss any country within the specified region. Another example, every apple in the basket is ripe. In this sentence, every emphasizes that all the apples in the basket, without exception, are ripe. It implies that each individual apple within the group of apples in the basket is included, leaving no room for any unripe apple. He brushes his teeth every morning. Here, every indicates that without fail, each morning, he brushes his teeth. It emphasizes the routine action performed collectively over all mornings, suggesting that no morning is skipped or excluded. Another example, every member of the team contributed to the project. Here, every suggests that each individual member of the team participated in the project. It emphasizes the collective effort of the entire team, indicating that no team member was excluded from contributing. In each of these examples, every is used to emphasize the entirety or completeness of the group or set being referred to, implying that each member or item within that group is included or accounted for. Every comes with expressions like almost, practically, nearly, or without exception to convey the idea of the entire group being involved. Using each in conjunction with these words would be unnecessary because there is no individual exceptions. For example, almost everyone attended the party. Here, almost everyone emphasizes that the majority, if not all, of the people attended the party. Practically every student passed the exam. This sentence suggests that nearly all students passed the exam. The emphasis is on the entirety of the group rather than individual members. Nearly every student in the class participated in the science fair. In this sentence, every emphasizes the entire group of students, while nearly further emphasizes that almost all students were involved in the science fair. Without exception, every member must attend the meeting. This sentence indicates that every member of the team are required to attend the meeting, leaving no room for anyone to be absent. Every is used because it's understood that there were no exceptions among the group. In each of these cases, the expressions with every already convey the idea of the entire group being involved. The use of each would not add any meaningful information. And there you have it, folks, the subtle yet crucial differences between each and every. Remember, mastering these distinctions can greatly enhance your grasp of English grammar. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe and like button below. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of language. Take care and see you in the next video.